Like, I'm really grateful I got out. It's scary.
Emily Phillips says when she heard the commotion outside, she quickly blew out her candle and jetted to the door, only to see smoke and flames billowing out of the second floor of the building.
Clothes, bed, like I really don't have anything pretty valuable up there, but you know, there was a baby in the apartment right next door. I can't imagine like how scary that was.
Fire officials say when they arrived on scene, several people were hanging from windows trying to escape. They added 7 people were injured and treated for smoke inhalation at Rockville General Hospital, which was conveniently located across the street. Assistant Fire Chief Robert Babcock says that played a big role in making sure residents were treated quickly.
This is a highly populated building with people hanging out of windows. Having a higher level of care facility across the street was invaluable.
Multiple agencies tackled the fire. The bulk of the fire was in 2 apartments, but 15 to 20 residents were displaced because gas and electrical service to their building was cut. The Red Cross was on scene to help those displaced.
It is regularly inspected by the Vernon Fire Marshal's office.
The Vernon Fire Department, along with the Vernon Police Department, is investigating the cause of the fire. And turning now to the Weather Watch, meteorologist Rachel Piscatella